Hello everyone. So if you are extremely observant, in the first 5 seconds of this video, you could tell my lighting is different. Now, my lighting could be changed by weather, so I guess that's not the most reliable source, but the point is, I'm not recording at the same time. Reason being, I came back on a Thursday and they decided to change the Thursday schedule just for today, so I'll be on normal schedule for the rest of the time, but my schedule is susceptible to school schedule. School uses change schedule. Hunter's video schedule, bam! Takes down to 1 health, but still holding on, and then comes back and defeats it because this video is still going to come out at the right time. I hope. Anyway, so it hasn't been too long since my last video came out, so there's not too much that's been going on, but I got this great story for you guys. So my friend and I, we were just walking around town. It was snowy out, so it was cool to walk around, see the snow, everything was like nice and pretty and all that stuff. And so we're walking around, we're hungry. So we go into Dairy Queen, which is like one of my favorite fast food places, and we're thinking about what we want to order as we see these people walk up and order and stuff. And so we go up to the cash register and the cashier person, and I order my food, and then my friend goes up to order his food, and he gets a cheeseburger and a Blizzard. That's the end of the story. So, as you can see, that story went nowhere, and that was the point. The reason I brought that up is because I was watching Game Grumps, and they had this same kind of topic at one point, because one of them was telling a story and realized that it was going almost nowhere. Now, these are not the worst things in the world, but it's just kind of funny, because you can tell at some points that the story is going nowhere. It's either one of two things. You either are sitting there talking with your friend, and you're sitting there talking, going through your story, and like halfway through you're like, oh, this is stupid and boring to them. Oh, jeez. Or at the end of the story, you say through your whole story, and then your friends are just like, yeah. Or, third option, your story wasn't bad and your friends are just jerks. That could be the thing as well. Maybe your friends are just jerks and want to make you feel like crap for telling your story and taking up their time. So I was just thinking of the few ways you could get out of this. The ridiculous and the non-ridiculous. So the non-ridiculous would probably be going through with your story and then just kind of apologizing that it kind of went nowhere. Something like this. So my friend and I, we went up to the cashier and I ordered my food and then he ordered his cheeseburger and Blizzard, and that story was really dumb. I'm sorry. I don't know what I was trying to go for there. Like, I just kind of went on my story and I don't know. Anyway, sorry about that. Another non-ridiculous thing that you could do is probably like make up something at the end of the story. So my friend and I, we went up to the cashier, and as he was ordering his food, another lady who worked back there, she walked over and tripped, and just all of the food and drinks just went all over my friend. It was the worst thing. He was so angry, especially because we were walking around town, so we had no way to get back home quick, and he had to walk around in the cold for the next like hour, just covered in grossness. It was funny. Now, the ridiculous ways, first off, would just be completely like changing the topic and just acting like it didn't happen. So we went up to the cashier to order his food. Your hair looks amazing. Now, that actually might work in some situation if someone's just really like, okay, random, but thank you. My personal favorite, if this ever happened to me, would be something along the lines of, so my friend went up to the cashier and he ordered his food and this story is going absolutely nowhere. I am an idiot. I apologize. That one is definitely my personal favorite, or some elaboration of that. So this list could go on for a long time of just all the silly things you could do, of just like, I don't know, you're at a dinner and just like flip your plate over onto the floor. You could do something really extreme or really subtle. You could be really smooth about it, or really like the person's gonna be like, what is he doing? I won't even, what's going on? So I'd just seen this on YouTube, and I was thinking about it, and I just found it really funny, because sometimes you do have those really pointless things, and they just feel the worst if you don't realize they're pointless. Like, they might be meaningful to you, But to other people, they're just like, I don't really care. And I mean, I don't think people should be like that. It should be like, okay. Or they should try to, like, make you not feel bad. Because, I mean, you realizing it yourself, even if they don't seem like it, it's always just like, oh, this was a mistake. So that's what I have to say this week. Thank you guys for watching. Please leave a rating, comment. I'm just messing with you guys. Please leave a rating, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Later.